Right, it's working. Right, Peter, it's been a little while because we've been waiting for the Freedom of Information coming now. It's been a month and 4 days. But anyway, I'm just going to start with the email, so I'll read this out first. But just before what I noticed is we're getting a lot of birds. I had to put some feeders up in the garden with the council wiping all that wildlife part out with where the roost and the feeding parts that had to come in the gardens to try and survive there. Fucking dirt bags, man, dirt bags. Right. This one, yeah. This is the last email that went to Nick Kemp. This is a leader of Newcastle City Council. This is what they're like. Right. Dear Councillor Kemp, with regards to my email the 30th of August 2022 and my question to you on Wednesday the 7th of September 22, I would like to say the following and would appreciate a reply. You mentioned a consultation during lockdown in which I told you that this was 3 questions from the developer told. I attach a copy of this for you to look at. Do you really think that this constitutes a consultation and that this was fair and just? Residents of West Denton do not. Fair and just, remember that, because it hasn't been. Do you think that the proposed park would be a safe place for children, considering this constitutes 3 hills next to a busy main road? The park would not be all-inclusive. The elderly or disabled would not be able to use it. There would be no amenities that the park should have. West End Association field already has parking, lighting, etc. This park would be by name only. I mentioned in this email to you and my reply to you on Wednesday that Councillor David Cooks had said that he has never in over 10 years seen anything like the lack of transparency and openness in regard to this application. Do you still think that this application has been above board? Why would Councillor Cook say this statement? The development has been predetermined from 2016. I have emails detailing this and I have asked my ward councillors for further emails which were not included in a complaint I made against them, but were mentioned in their reply, in which I asked John Softly in my reply to the report, but these were never sent. Money was borrowed for the traffic lights and a stump road to nowhere, but when asked about the road, this was just in case the development goes ahead. Do you really think we, the residents, are so stupid to believe that the council would spend £250,000 just in case, and that due process has been followed? I have asked Chief Exec Pam Smith if any monies have ever been repaid because a development has not gone through, and there was no surprise to find out that none ever had. This was before any plans had been submitted. Do you still think this is fair and just process has taken place? You've been told by officers that due process has been followed, but this is totally incorrect, and this is why we need a meeting to show the opposite. Newcastle City Council have continually told me that they were open and transparent, yet we have evidence to show the contrary. You said that the residents know best, then why are you ignoring 2,500 residents endangering the health of primary school children with not only carcinogenic substances in the main ground, but also the traffic pollution? There is a lot more than I have mentioned here, and this matter needs to be addressed. I would appreciate an acknowledgement and a reply within 7 days. Yours sincerely, Angela Oliver. Nick Kemp, leader of council. Not answer. What do you make of that? Can't be right. These are a public body. These are supposed to represent us and employed by us, and they need to be transparent. So here's what you come back. Freedom of information, people, yeah. So it took them 1 month, 4 days to put this kind of garbage back to her. Listen to this, yeah. Right. This is from some clown we've come across before. So this is from Amanda Senior. Anybody that listened back in previous ones, there was several of the ladies who were in a group, Angela and myself. We had a meeting in the council, and she's lying slouched over a chair. There were 7 of them cooked a meeting with down there. She's like this, people. Her legs are certainly up here. Her face was a picture. It looked like she's stood in some dynamite, man. The face on her, Shahad, I'll tell you this. Disdain and contempt, her face she has on her. So this idiot's put this back. Right. Dear Mrs. Oliver, FIA, it's got the number, West End Association, this like. Thank you for your Freedom of Information request that we received on the 22nd of September 2022. We can confirm that we do hold some of the information you've asked for. Do hold it. They should have all of it. It's just public. Section 12 of the Freedom of Information Act 2000 does not oblige a public authority to comply with a request for information if the authority estimates that the cost of complying with the request exceeds the appropriate limit of £450. This is the price they put on it, based on 18 hours of work at the nominal charge of £25 an hour. The search parameters of the current request encompass relevant officers within the whole of the council, so require searching through a vast range of files, documents, folders and email folders from several teams of potentially involved officers to find documents and correspondence which match the search criteria. Of course it should. System searches are reliant on selecting appropriate search words to bring forward potential results, which would usually be possible by searching by the recipient or sender's name. The full extent of possible search words is very wide and cannot be fully known, as it includes residents. Searching via this method cannot therefore ensure all relevant information can be found. Hedging the bets, hedging the bets, people, Right. Got this part here, look. Each potential result must be validated as fitting the request criteria and checked for data protection purposes, especially in relation to other residents. To date, searches have been conducted by officers in the Fairer Housing Unit alone. One relevant officer who was within the Fairer Housing Unit has recently left the council employ, so their email folders are no longer accessible. Really? I thought all public documents and emails were supposed to be there for a period of time. Does this sound right, any ease? We estimate it would take a minimum of 38 hours for the Fairer Housing Unit only to comply with your request. Our calculation is based on the following document searching to date by 3 officers, 12 hours, document checking schedule and validation to date, 5 hours, legal advice in relation to the results to date, 1 hour, total 18 hours, further document searching by officers not yet undertaken, 10 hours, further document checking schedule and validation, 7 hours, data protection work and printing off, 3 hours. It should be reiterated this relates only to the team within the council and does not extend to other departments, teams or individuals that could be considered within the scope of the request. Therefore, we will not continue with this request in compliance with section 12, brackets 1. You may want to reduce the scope of your request by reducing the time frame of the request, reducing the range of the NCC officers or teams who could have had involvement with the relevant site location and whom could not produce relevant documentation or correspondence, stating names of specific NCC officers to whom the requests refer, limiting the range of parties with whom NCC officers could have had cause or contact or correspond. We will then treat any reformulated request we receive as a fresh Freedom of Information request. Another one they want. If you are unhappy with the response to your request, you can ask for an internal review of our decision. Please send details of your request to review to the following address: Freedom Information, Crack in Newcastle and all that. Whoa. An internal review. There's no internal reviews going on by these idiots, man. Just covering your own backside, you bunch of liars. Deceitful liars, corrupt, yeah? And you want to investigate yourselves, you can stick that one where the sun don't shine, you total clowns. If you are still unhappy and how we have handled your request following an internal review, stick that one like I say. You can complain to the Information Commissioner. Details as follows: Information Commissioner, She's going to go into the Information Commissioner sometime soon. I'm telling you, she is another crack. Amanda Senior, fair housing, total clown. No, she hasn't put that together, man. That's illegal, people, because they know what they've got. Them know the lies they're telling and know what they're trying to hide, people, yeah? They're not it. Right, sure. She put this back to them, so this is the one she's just put back after that garbage a month in 4 days to say that they've got stuff but they're not giving it and this and all this crack, eh? Oh, wow, right. Right, freedom of information request. So she's put this short one back to them, right? I would like any copies of any correspondence, emails, minutes, notes, or other such documents relating to South West Denton Primary School, also known as West Denton Association Field, West Denton Community Centre Field, proposed development of land south of West Denton Primary School, Hillheads Road, Newcastle upon Tyne, 5AP, planning application reference, Lordy Door, and that I've passed between Newcastle City Council. Right, hold on, I'll get this reference here, right. Application reference 2021 stroke 1606 stroke 01 stroke DAT, comma HELAA reference 5501 or 5501 that have passed between Newcastle City Councils and the relevant ward councillors for the area in any residents, school association, community groups, etc. And from 2015, because they were behind the scenes doing this, talking and that. This is premeditated, you just know this, and this is where it lies. The documents is down there, yeah. I have requested specific documents also from my present Labour ward councillors who have so far refused to send these particular papers. They don't even answer back now. These are not representing anyone. I attached the email which I sent to them with details of these and the original email asking for correspondence. And then she's got, yeah, I detail these below. 27th of October 2016, meeting with Peter Corbien. Please send document, notes, minutes, email detailing what he said at this meeting. 15th of March 2018, details with Helen Denham. Please send documents, notes, minutes, emails detailing what was said at that meeting. Email the 1st of August 2018. In this email it mentions discussions and meetings at a later meeting with planning. Please send the documents, notes, minutes, emails regarding these meetings. 20th of February 2019, meeting with Helen Denham. Please send documents, notes, minutes, emails of what was said at that meeting. Meeting with Helen Denham on the 18th of September 2019. Please send documents, notes, emails, minutes of what was said at that meeting. If you need to contact me any further for further information, etc., please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you, Mrs. Angela Oliver. Right, here's something else that you put through. It's to do with a request. So it's a FIA, Freedom of Information, eh? Dear Mrs. Senior, the face. With reference to your email on the 26th of October 2022 regarding the FIA request, I would appreciate if the specific document I stated in my request is fulfilled. In previous FIA requests, anything that was available would have been sent with a note of which could not be sent. Your reference that you do not hold some information that I have asked for. Your reference that you do not hold some information that I have asked for. You mentioned that one relevant officer has recently left the council employ. If a specific document that were in my original requests or in these email folders, I suggest you contact your IT department, whom I am 100% certain will be able to obtain these documents and provide these under the FIA request. And council's openness and transparency, do not believe that the emails of an ex-council employee could not be able to be retrieved by your IT department. I attach original request with the specific documents listed. I would appreciate acknowledgement of this email and reply within 7 days. Right, I'll just say this, people. The council hide behind words of openness, transparency and accountability. Accountability starts with transparency, of course. And we're not seeing it, you know, the crack. So the stuff went back. I'll be back on when they come back. So we're still waiting for the subject accesses to come back from the coppers. So the coppers have had them over a month. Never bothered to come back yet. They will have to come back, of course. And when they do, we'll see whether they've been talking on record or off record, people. They're really dirty, corrupt people. Spread this, share it to everyone. This is how it's going to happen, people. We must have a way forward and get them accountable, and they're going to ignore this, even with the freedom of information they're trying it on now, but we're going to have it back into them and they need to pour it out. So spread it. Somewhere down the line we'll hit across somebody or someone or some persons, i.e. like some uni students who are in the law and all that, they're so far through the courses and that, and they want to do something that's going to be for the best and expose the biggest story they would ever come across of a corrupt council being caught out, stealing a field with tooling in with them, of course. And this is what we need to do, yeah? Right, people, take care, look after yourselves, have a good time and all that. I will be back. Ta-ra.